Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump into the charts for Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about MCRT. We're going to look at Ethereum as well. Hit the subscribe button, smash up the thumbs up button, pay attention to MCRT. We've got so much things lined up. If you're one of my audience that's already involved in the project, you have to do your own due diligence, but start looking into MCRT. You can just Google MCRT and CoinMarketCap will come up listed. And just look into my project and what we're building. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. If you came into the project 1 month ago, if you've been there from the beginning, MCRT in the last month is up around 11 times, 1,100%, which is beautiful. Stocks were down yesterday, looking green in pre-market, which is good. Big bounce back on stocks. Also, cryptos, cake 3%, a little bit of cryptos slightly up, slight rebound. Which is good news. MCRT in the green as well. Bitcoin is slightly in the green, 0.4%. We had a bit of a pump and then pull back again. So on the daily, extremely oversold. On the weekly, extremely oversold. On the monthly, extremely oversold. So time, in my opinion, to be buying. And it would have been, actually, look at that. We had a big bounce from 19,600 to around 20,600. Now, that is expected that we get a bounce here because of the support. But most likely, because of this weakness, I mean, it's oversold. You could try to wait. It can come down to 17,000 again and have a double bottom. That is a very high possibility that it does that at the moment, because we broke out of this channel that we were in for a few months that was climbing. We actually broke to the downside. So most likely we will test this 17,600. Now, you can wait for that, and it can even go lower. If it breaks 17,000, the next major support, and the real support, is actually down here, the major support at this $12,000 mark. But if it got there, it will be instantly bought back, in my opinion. So it does have the potential to come to these two supports, the yellow lines, 12,000 and 17,000. That's where I would go for a big long. But in the longer term time frame, I would actually be opening a very big long from the 17,000. Would be the time to go big long. And stop loss just beneath it in case it 2% risk, and then that's for a long-term trade on Bitcoin to go back to the top of the overall channel, which would be risking $1,200 to make $64,000 with 10x average 64,000 with 10x average 640,000. That's over the longer-term time frame. Now let's go into the closer, and the 15-minute oversold on the hourly pulling back. Kind of looks like a little bit of a bottoming formation. We are climbing back out here, and it made a cup and handle here. So that cup and handle in the shorter term can be taking us to around this distance from this move, from this cup and handle. So in the shorter term time frame, we can do a little bit it almost there, so it's not really, but it is bull flagging here also. This kind of looks like a bull flag on the hourly. Let's go on the 15 minutes. Triple top. A little bit dangerous to be going in the short-term trade here because it can really move down. I would lean towards it going to the upside. So for the short term, the trade taking it to the top of this cup and handle here. So that's 1.73% profit from 20,374 to 20,700. That would be a very short-term trade on the 15-minute candles. So let's go in closer. 15-minute candles taking this trade with 10x leverage. It will be so here. Stop loss just underneath, so risking very little, just underneath that previous support. And then the take profit at that top of the cup and handle, that would be 4.59 ratio, risking $68 to make 313 with 10x leverage 3,000. That's the trade. Those two trades are what I would be taking. This one in the short term, and this one in the longer term big trade from 17,000. That's what's happening on Bitcoin. Let's look into MCRT, then I'll go over Ethereum. MCRT today is up 5.9%, which is beautiful, up 2%, almost 3% against Bitcoin, down 3% against Ethereum, rank 584. Ethereum, Solana, BNB chain, Sodic audited, $22 million market cap, which is much less than all the top 10 because it's still in the top 500. Pay attention to it though, so much is happening. Volume up 36%, 1.13 million. Chart on the daily climbing today. On the monthly, still massively up, almost up 10 times in the last month, which is beautiful. And look at the volume from the project was originally, when we first released the project, it went up to almost 10 cents, which was a market cap of around back then. Oh, it doesn't really show it. So it went up to 10 cents, which had about $100 million market cap. Then the bear market started, and that was just when we released the token back in last year, December. When we released the token, we hadn't built the game or anything, and it went up to that valuation. Then the bear market struck, and it came down. And then while we've been building this entire bear market for the last year, and once we started releasing the gameplay footage, and a lot of volume and interest is starting to come into the project, so quite big moves happening, up 6% now today, which is beautiful. You can get MCRT on PancakeSwap. You can exchange, for example, USDT or Ethereum or Bitcoin to MCRT on PancakeSwap. It's very quick to do it using your wallet. You can also use centralized exchanges like Bitmart, MEXC, and now BitGet. We'll be listing on BitGet. We will be announcing further listings. So $1,000 gets you 69,000 MCRT currently, or one Ethereum gets you around 109,000 MCRT at the moment. You can do that swap on PancakeSwap MCRT, and you can stake as well on app.magicraft.io. 447 million MCRT. 1/3 of the supply is now staked. Different lockup periods, different percentages, which is beautiful. And also, this is something very interesting. This is a project called Unitbox. I'm most likely going to be advising these guys because they're building some amazing stuff, and it shows you the on-chain data. So I'm going to show you the on-chain data of MagicCraft. So this is in the last 3 months. You can see the active users of the token activity. So you can see massive increase in the number of active daily users of MCRT token. Huge transactions starting to happen, which is beautiful. And you can also see the NFT activity, and over the last month the NFTs have started to really get a lot of interest. Why is that? Because to be in the beta testers, you need to either have 1 million MCRT or 1 Genesis NFT collection. So let's now go into Ethereum. Let's go into Ethereum technicals, and then the total market cap of all crypto. So now we're going into Ethereum. Big bounce on Ethereum. Beautiful. It went from 1,400 to 1,600, but it is still trending down. And the big resistance for Ethereum, let's get rid of these previous lines. The big resistance for Ethereum will be actually coming up right now. If we don't get a breakthrough here, I would actually go short on Ethereum here in the shorter term time frame. I would be taking a short here because we're on this big resistance area, and that's the short I would take on Ethereum to go down, make a lower low onto this support. So everyone went bullish right now. Maybe it plays out. You'll make 14% without leverage, 10x leverage, 140%. Hopefully this downtrend is broken and we do actually break out. Hopefully it does this. But until this point here, we're on a very important moment. Until this 1589 is broken, then it can head up. But if it gets rejected here, then it's just going down on a downtrend. So important moment here. On the hourly overbought, most likely. On the 4 hourly overbought. On the daily, very oversold. And it looks like a bull flag on the daily. Look at that. On the daily, it looks like a huge bull flag. And if that breaks out, this can be a massive move for Ethereum, actually. If this bull flag plays out here, we could be having a move for Ethereum of this distance here, all the way to 2,200, going into the swap from proof of work, meaning at the moment to transact on Ethereum, each transaction is done by miners, and they compute, and they're using the blockchain. They do a computation that solves a problem, and then that transaction is approved from the miners, meaning people with many supercomputers that are mining Ethereum. After this switch from proof of work to proof of stake, that won't take place anymore, and that's about to happen. That proof of work, there's this month, it's happening in September. So that could be a catalyst for a big move for Ethereum. And I would actually, so short term, you can go long because it's very low to risk to reward. If it either is going to play out in this overall bigger bull flag and break out here and go massively up to 2,000, or it's going to get rejected here. So if it gets rejected, you can short it down to that 13,600. But this looks like a big bull flag here, and most likely Ethereum is most likely actually going to break out towards the upside to 2,300. Let's look at all cryptocurrencies, total market cap of all cryptos, see if it's having a big movement right now. Still climbing, making higher highs here on the total market cap of all cryptos on the daily. Look at that, we're actually making slightly higher highs here. Bounce perfectly off this trend line. Interesting. The total market cap of all cryptos could be going in this channel right now. This could be really good news for crypto, actually. It's ascending broadening wedge. If we can get a follow-up and a bounce here with a strong bounce from here, all cryptocurrencies, we could be coming to a 1.2, making a high above that previous high. So very interesting time right now. Let's see if it holds here and moves up. It looks like it will on the daily. On the 4 hourly, could pull back a little bit, but on the weekly and the daily, it's looking very good actually for the total market cap of all cryptos. But again, we need to hold this area here 920 billion for that to take place. For if we can hold here, if we drop down here, it would be very ugly. But if we can hold, we could be moving for a bull market, into a short-term bull market in crypto, which will be amazing. Also, this is some information. So this is Magicraft. This is me and Dr. Javan. I'm on iPhone. He's on Android, playing MCRT Magicraft. Dude, you're the only one on YouTube I've constantly followed for over 1.5 years now. Don't think I've missed one video. You're making me rich, man. I love it. Just want to share. Thank you. Doing my own thing now, but still listen to you every day. I really have a big appreciation for the time you put in. This is me winning some award with XT.com. One of the fans made this Magicraft Slap and Axie Infinity. We want to compete with them, but our game is much better, to be honest. This is some merchandise, people from the MCRT community. These are some designs from the characters. And you can get Magicraft MCRT. You can buy it on Bitmart, PancakeSwap, MEXC. You have to do your own due diligence, and you can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum on Bybit. You get a $4,450 bonus if you sign up using those links in the description. So that's what's happening in the market. Also on Magicraft, we hit 90. Today on Magicraft we hit 97,000 followers, which is quite big. This is the trailer for the game, Magicraft PV game. Magicraft leads the charge into play-to-earn gaming. 90% of players will be playing play-to-earn, most likely because you can win money. This is the team testing the game. And also on my Twitter, I actually today hit a new milestone, 55,000 followers on this Twitter as well, which is beautiful. Check those out. I will have a BitBoy interview. This is non-paid. They invited me to come speak on September 1st, 5:20 p.m. CET. So join us and watch on BitBoy's channel, which will be cool. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day. This is James from Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.